legalistic, lethargic, lukewarm. Those are the words that you could use to describe how I was for a long part of my life. How I fell into that, I really don't know. I was raised in a good Christian home. I was brought up in a good church. Most of y'all know me. And somehow yet I got bound by the rules in the Bible. Must follow the commandments. Got to follow these steps. And that drove me to being locked in, a prisoner of rules. And that's not what Christ was. And it took me a long time to understand that. And then I was lethargic and lukewarm. I didn't have the energy to put forth to be the Christian I needed to be. I was just had too many things on my plate. I was too worried about working all the overtime I could to make money so we can have things, and it was just a vicious cycle I got into that just kept us away from the things I need to be doing. And I could go on and tell you about the idols I've had in my life and the struggles that I've been through, but that's not my testimony. Mine is how I got here. How I'm the youth minister here at Calvary Baptist Church. The reason I'm here is because I've learned that God is real. He's a real person. And He is sufficient. And not only is He sufficient and supplies all the needs and wants in my life, He has a plan for me. And with the plan, I have a purpose. And it's taken me a while to figure that out. And because it's taken me this while, I've tripped over hazards and bumps in life, and it's taught me a lot of things that I can now portray to the youth and give them a hands-on example of some things what not to do and what to avoid sometimes. So I'd like to tell you how I became a youth minister. Now, someone who was just used to sitting in their seat at church pew and come in on Sunday morning, and there's so much more than that. And this is how it happened. I remember back when JD was first becoming a youth minister here, and I was walking out of church, and JD looked at me and said, "Hey Brad, you want to help out with the youth?" And I just coldly snapped at him and said, "No, I've done my time. I don't have time for that." And I walked away. And I felt so ashamed of doing that, but I still didn't do anything. I mean, here's a guy that's trying to start the youth group, and I just turned him a cold shoulder and had no reason to do it. You know, I just used the lines of, I don't have the time to do it, nor the energy, or, you know, I got other things I'm doing in my life. And life went on, and he never did ask me again. And next thing I know, we're having this down economy, and my job got cut back down to 40 hours a week, and all of a sudden God made time for me. And then the opportunity came, and Leslie approached me one afternoon and said, "You know, we need a teacher for the boys class on Wednesday nights. Can you give me a Wednesday night?" And I was pausing and umming, and you know, she said, "Just think about it." So I went home and I was talking to Brandy about it. You know, I knew that we needed a youth minister, but I didn't think it was me. It needed to be someone else. It needed to be someone that could spend so much more time than I had, give more energy to that. And so I came back to her and I said, "Well, I'll do it for a short time. I'll do it until you can find someone else." And so I started having the class, and really enjoyed that. And God laid out so many new ideas for me on this class, and how He showed me how these guys just really needed someone just to talk to them and to be real with them. And later on, it just so happened that things worked out and I was able to become the youth minister here, the interim youth minister. And that has been such a blessing in my life. And to think that I could have been that 5 years ago or 6 years ago, whatever it was. But I was so stuck in my ways. I was just lazy. That's all it boiled down to. I just didn't have the effort I want to put into it. I was too worried about myself. And so, my story to you, my testimony to you is, you got to get rid of all your self-wants and desires. And that Christ called us to be a revolutionary person. And that means to love your enemies, to do things that people wouldn't normally have or think that you should be doing. And He called you to be a witness. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm being His witness. And hopefully you can see the change in my life as I'm trying to show these youth what Christ is and how He's real and how He affects people. And He's not just a bunch of stories in an old book. So that is why I wanted to come out and tell you this. So that's it. My name is Brad Hale, and I'm second.